Rodrigo Torres sporting his Pendleton from that movie with Danny de la Paz, Boulevard Nights. He's wearing the Chuco special. This is the Pendleton that he wore when they were walking around the LA River sniffing glue. Sniffing spray can. That's pretty much old school right there, man. Imagine that. You're at a party. It's Thanksgiving night. Everyone's eating tamales or they're eating whatever Thanksgiving dinner they have. Sandwiches if you're Salvadorian, or turkey and gravy if you're Mexican American. And all of a sudden, everybody's, people always leave. That's what happens when you're at a family gathering, right? The drug addicts, they know each other at the family gathering. They're eating. They're giving each other signs with their eyebrows. Yeah, we're going to get fucking fucked up in 1 hour. And usually they go party. Imagine, man, back in the days, people would just leave to the side and go sniff spray can.
Dude,
or gasoline or
gasoline
model glue.
Sock.
Lenny Bruce had that bit about fixing a model, making a model plane.
Tester's glue.
Hell
yeah, getting all high.
But I never done that, man. Or whippets. You done whippets?
Nah. I've smelled gas when it's getting poured. I'm like, oh, that kind of smells good, dog.
One of my son's uncles, I think, when he was like 16, him and his two other friends, they took whippets, dude.
What are those, fool?
Whippets is that it's you get that little balloon and you fill it up with air from the camera cleaner air.
Oh, okay. Or the keyboard cleaner.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah, you put in a little balloon and then you go whip it, bro. And then you hold it in, you let go, and it's supposed to give it like this weird high.
So every time you want to hit, you just go.
Yes. So believe me, that people were stealing those in the early 90s.
I remember that shit.
Yeah.
I never hit it because I was afraid, dog.
It's a white people drug, man. Because, white people don't have access to fucking just walk across the street and buy crack just like they're all in the open and shit.
Nerd drug.
They don't have, if you live in the suburbs, there's no like, hey, man, are they still selling acid over there? No, man, there's no, man, I gotta give, man, those people who don't live in the neighborhood credit, man, because, man, it must be hard to be a drug addict in a neighborhood where there ain't no drugs. Seriously, man.
How you gonna get high?
Like, I get high, like, if I want to do coke in my neighborhood, there was coke everywhere. There was weed everywhere. There was PCP. Heroin was hard to find, but everything else was accessible. I could get it in less than 1 hour. That's why I don't understand why when people get addicted to drugs and they live far from the neighborhood, then they gotta drive all the way all fucked up and then be all high and then kill somebody like a white teenager runs over a little girl in North Hills, California. And they go, what the fuck? There's a drug epidemic. But there's no drugs in that neighborhood. He went to go buy the drugs in my neighborhood.
A lot of those fools like the mission part of it too, though, dog.
The mission is good, though.
It's adventure.
Ooh! That's what Artie Lang talks about on Howard Stern and in his book about being a heroin addict and a cocaine addict is not so much the high, but that feeling you get before you get it.
That you hooked
when
up.
It's cooking. Like that drive, like the feeling we had before we went to fucking Cachetada's house in Pasadena. Remember we used to buy marijuana from the guy who was still in high school?
Yeah, dude, right there off of Royal Parkway in South Pasadena, dog.
That was, man, we used to buy, they said it's true, like in my material. We used to buy Aethers from a guy who was still in high school. This is how stupid this guy was, okay?
I forgot about
We used to do his homework for a free eighth. Nah, we didn't. But we saw that those two hipster girls in the garage doing his term paper. But he had some good kush when no one had none.
Yeah, dude, he had some
this
fire.
This kid had the best little gangster motherfucker in Pasadena. And this guy had, oh my God, he had installed cameras outside his garage surveillance to make sure his mom don't be snooping. Like he had a surveillance camera outside of his garage because him and his brother lived in the back house.
In the back house.
His brother was like 21 and he was like 16 and they were both selling weed, but this guy, it was the little brother's stash. The other guy goes, nah, man, I don't get involved in that. Also, you just get involved in smoking your brother free weed, having sex with the chicks that come over, and trying to get free comedy tickets from us.
He doesn't hit no weed, dog.
But every time we would show up, the kid, his face was red, man. like his mother beat his ass before he got there.
Mad face slaps, dog.
Like we would go sometimes to his house, and he wouldn't even open the door, man. Hey, man, I told you guys not to come no more, man. My mom's mad. What happened, bro, man? One of you guys on the way out stepped on her plants. But there was nowhere to get anything, man. It was dry back in.
Before dispensaries.
Before we knew about dispensaries or nothing like that. We were buying weed the old-fashioned way. We would give our money to someone we don't know, and hopefully he'll come back. There he is.
Chi-Town's finest.
Chi-Town finest.
The natural.
The natural, bro.
The baddest motherfucker on two legs.
What's up, fool? We got our guest here, man, back by popular demand. There's only two people that we care about, and it's Joe Diaz. That's right, cocksuckers. Sorry I couldn't make it last week, but I'll make it up for you guys. And Corey Holcomb. Do some Corey.
Hell yeah. Gagging on these bitches.
Yeah, man, we got our guest here because it's Rodrigo's birthday right here. And this is his favorite comedian of all time, and my favorite comedian of all time.
Hell yeah, dog.
And, man, when I was starting off in comedy, man, I had the Def Jam, the best of Def Jam, and it had Corey Holcomb on it, Chris Tucker, some dude that Warren Hutchinson, and it had Cheryl Underwood, and that was like my only Def Jam I ever saw.
Yes, that one. That was my VHS tape.
Yeah,
I gave it to you.
You gave it to me, all right. Never gave it back.
You never got it back.
So I would bring chicks over, and they would tell me, "You're funny." After we had sex, you're funny. And I say, "I ain't that funny, man. You want to see real funny, man? I'm a phony. These guys are fucking phony. These guys are fucking funny, man. Putting in work, and it was yours, man.
Oh man,
I'm gonna watch your tape naked, bro, with chicks, memorizing your jokes. And then you booked them at Wild Coyotes, and I brought you up saying that." Yeah, freaked you out.
Because we met him at the second party, the Christmas party, right there at the Hollywood.
I met him the first time I met Corey Holcomb with Gabriel Iglesias at Jerry's Deli.
Yeah, because I spotted you.
Yeah.
He was bowling there.
With Mike Robles and something. Oh, that's that fool right there.
The Valley.
You had just did the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
That was when I first got out here, and I was with the Caucasian managers. So they hooked up Caucasian gigs. I need some more Caucasian gigs, Robert Hartman.
Yeah, that's what you were with Robert Hartman. You were like, Paulo Francisco, turn it down. Give it to Corey.
That's real.
That's how I was too. Everybody starts off like that.
Yeah, well, look.
Some people did it forever.
It didn't work out management-wise with Robert Hartman, but Robert Hartman is the guy who talked me into moving to L.A. So I always give him credit for that, because ever since I got here, it's been like steps forward, steps forward, steps forward.
So you got signed with them. Not in L.A.? You got fight with him in Chicago?
No. He saw me in Los Angeles. What happened? It's crazy how I got to L.A. Look, man, that's why I tell people, man, you never know what show is going to lead to the next show. So, you know what I'm saying? When you get to the point where you start turning down shows, you might be turning down something, you know what I'm saying, that could lead to something that puts you in the position you want to be in. But I did this little whack audition in Chicago to be in this Laugh-A-Palooza thing. Then I went to Laugh-A-Palooza. I turned it out because I was in the underground for a while. You know how those guys, we all know comedians that are underground comedians. Nobody know about these guys really, but they're so funny.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they just been working out in the underground. They're ready. It's just they haven't got that break. Well, I got that break when I did Laugh-A-Palooza, something that Jamie Foxx put together, because it led to these people at Fox Television seeing me, and they wanted me to showcase out on Melrose in L.A. I had never been out here, and that's when I met Robert Hartman. And that's the guy who books all of the improvs. So when he talked me into moving out here, I can honestly say it was that big break I needed. Because I didn't know who he was. I don't know that fool. You know what I'm saying? But they said, "Oh, he was talking to you?" I was like, yeah. But I wanted a reason to move out here anyway to Los Angeles. And the reason I say to all of the people who are not in Los Angeles, that was a time where you needed to be in a place like Los Angeles or New York to get recognition. But now this internet thing is amazing. It's amazing. You can be discovered in the middle of nowhere, because a lot of those guys Nick Cannon has on his show now, Wildin' Out, they're just internet sensations.
Like people that have mad Twitter followers.
Yeah,
and all that
you
shit.
know what I mean? You got to get on it.
That guy, what's his name? Bach.
Yeah, King Bach.
King Bach.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you read about Twitter because, man, I was in Kansas City Improv, and the most people I've had all week was 75, right? Because it was my first time there. You know, I always feel, man, if you would have brought me in 2010 when I won Last Comic Standing, we would have not have 75 now.
Yeah.
You brought me too late. You know, and I was going to build another audience. So I go there and I said, hey, Felipe, and then there's some kid named Twames, Twaamz, who has 1.5 followers. And this guy put on
1.5 million?
Yeah,
1.5 million followers on Instagram and Twitter. And he's like 18 years old. He shows up and does a 10 o'clock show, sells that bitch out at 10 o'clock in the morning.
In a bunny suit.
Nothing but little white girls. He dresses up in a bunny suit, does 20 minutes of singing, and does an hour and a half of signatures and sold like $1,500 in merch.
Yeah.
He said, good night, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? You know what?
Amazing.
If we're honest as comedians, we're jealous of those guys. We're jealous. We're like, man, this guy is going to last probably about 3-4 years in the game.
Yeah.
And is going to make so much money in that little span of time. It's ridiculous because they're hot at that moment until they play out. You know what I mean? So, and I admit I'm jealous when I see them. I'm like, hey, look, man, this is hard work right here, dude. I know my ass with that high Corey shit.
I know, like a lot of comedians came out, like when that other guy signed, the guy who just does memes, that guy,
fat Jewish?
The fat Jewish. Everybody came out. Man, I've been in this game 15 years. I never got an agent. Yeah, man, your shit never went viral.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. That internet is amazing.
Hell yeah, dog.
Help you make money, I tell you that much. Because King Bach, you know, I know. I was walking through the mall with King Bach, King Batch, or whatever they call him. I'm not saying I don't know him. I know this guy because he's on that show Black Jesus with me. I was amazed. You know, I'm used to walking through the mall. People like, hey, there's Corey. You know what I mean? No, I walked through the mall with this dude. People were like, hey, man, take a picture of me and King Bach. I was taking pictures. I was like, yeah, I thought I was on that. They got all of the young people know him. All of the young people know him. When you walk through the mall, I'm talking about all races, black, white, Mexican, Chinese. They know him.
Hell yeah, he's a staple in that shit.
They know him. It's like, you're like, wow, this guy. And I didn't even know, and I was on the show with him. Then I did the research. I was like, oh, now I get it. Oh. He's got more followers than some of these networks out here.
Hell yeah, dog.
You have more followers than Ben Carson, bro.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Ben Carson, I heard of that guy. Is that
Republican presidential candidate.
Yeah, man.
Brain surgery.
Yeah.
He need to do brain surgery on the rest of them candidates.
Go fix some brains, dude. What are you doing, man?
I know, he should walk around the neighborhood, man, fixing brains.
Right.
Send me your crazy cousin, I'll fix him.
Right, he'll never run out of work.
I know, right? You got all those people who are really like smart, like they could really like fix you, but they're not fixing shit.
Hell
just
no.
complaining, man. We got no funds. They're about to close my hospital.
Smartest people.
Obamacare fucked our shit up.
Right.
Smart people don't go to the fucking medical game. They go to the stock market game, dog.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though they make sure there's a lot of sick people out there so they can get their money.
Hell yeah.
The pharmaceutical companies, they make money, boy. That's,
residual pill.
Man. Because everybody's on pills. I don't know that many people that's not on pills. And then when you say that, people be like, well, I'm not on pills. I'm like, you're on some kind of pill.
Blood pressure.
Right.
Anxiety.
The pill game is where the money is, man.
Diabetes.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You got to get on, man, whoever's selling them pills.
I know, man. They don't make that little tube with 7 little slots, man, for nothing.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude. Anybody that got parents over 50, you know they got one.
Yeah, well, nowadays it's so bad. Once you hit 30, you go your diabetes medicine. You know what I mean?
Before the midlife crisis.
Right, you've been 20 years overweight. You're 30.
You're
now.
right. I had a friend that I grew up with. When we used to slang weed, we just slang dope, you know, in the corner. But then I went to rehab, and then he was still in the same corner. 26 years old. That motherfucker had a heart attack.
Damn.
Out there in the hood, eating that fried duck every night from that Chinese place.
That's real.
And he was a big guy. We're the same age. He just, I don't think he ever drank water or went on sprints. He just ate fried duck.
Went to sleep full?
He went to sleep at 4 a.m. every night, was full as hell.
And listen, man, most people, especially in urban areas, they don't know that they're killing themselves.
Hell no.
Even if they see themselves getting big, they don't understand what's happening to your body. Because I know people, just like he said, who are young, but their bodies are like, they're like 70 because they've been eating, You say the duck, they eat the rib tips, the
processed shit.
That's what we call them in Chicago, rib tips. The tips of the rib with the barbecue sauce. And wash it down with some soda every night and go to bed watching TV like that every night. And then, you know what I'm saying? They're on pills, and they don't take the pills because the pills interfere with your manly functions. So a lot of guys don't like to take the pills if they got a girlfriend or something. You know what I'm saying?
So then jerk off after dinner.
Right.
You can't even do that no more.
I'm sick, but I'd rather have sex than take this pill. You know what I'm saying?
My sugar's down, but I gotta fuck.
Hell yeah,
right.
dog.
Like diabetes runs in my family. That's like people say, man, when your dad died, what did he leave behind? Diabetes for the rest of us. Motherfucker, he left behind 2 kneecaps.
Man, look, it's this comedian in New York. I won't say his name, but one day we did a road gig and we were driving. It was like a 2-hour drive, but we had to stop like 5 times for him to go to the bathroom. And I was like, I said, do you know you got diabetes? I knew that's what it was. He had no idea. I'm
Corey
like,
diagnosed this fool,
I'm
dog.
like, dude, you like, how old are you? He was like, I'm 37. I'm like, nobody, and he wasn't playing. He had to keep using the bathroom. I knew it was diabetes because he's like 300 pounds. I was like, you're a diabetic. Do you know that? He was like, man, what is it? Then later on, he called me. He was like, man, you were right. I was like, I know. Nobody has to piss 5 times in less than 2 hours.
Like the old wise man, huh?
Right. We really had to pull over. I was like, you got to go again? Oh, man, something is wrong, man.
It's too much soda.
Right. You know, we find out the hard way about this stuff. That's what I told him. I got sick like that at one time, and the doctor was telling me, he was like, your diet is going to send you to an early grave. So look at me. I'm a big guy. But when I go home, I'm the little guy. They be like, oh, Corey, just because you work out. Oh, I'm the little guy in the group, huh? It's just they haven't, I don't know. It's like it's a different mentality. I think some people are so depressed, they don't even care no more.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
People are to the curb about that shit.
I could see myself, not depressed, but like when I went on the road back in the days, man, when I was like just sitting there, man, I go, oh, man, you know what, man? You know what sounds good right now? A big ass red velvet cake,
Yeah.
some Taco Bell, and Godfather's on TV. It's going to be a good night.
Yeah. But that's real. What he's
Coda
saying.
with the food, and then there's something good on TV. Oh, man. American Greed is on 2 back-to-back episodes. I'm going to need some hot Cheetos.
Right. That's my diet.
I'm going to need a pie.
That road is more depressing than anybody can imagine.
You don't know what to do. Like, you might, all you need is probably a hug. But you know what? Fuck, I'm going to eat the fucking whole cake. Because my mom never bought me a birthday party anyways.
Does the food help you? The food helps me avoid women. Because you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you're around the women, you're in danger. You eat the food, you're in danger. There's nothing to do on the road except get your check and try to make it home and go take your diabetes pill.
That's the cold hard truth, though, dog. Motherfuckers think it's all glamorous and shit.
Oh, man, you're on the road in the room with some stranger girl. Hi. Yeah, right.
People don't know, man. You're on stage trying to make people laugh and shit with a fucking burning hemorrhoid on you.
With heartburn and shit.
I've been there, bro.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I just shit a tampon for you people.
Yeah, people can't, listen, when you're a smart guy and you're around a strange girl on the road, you already know that this is all phony conversation, right? So when you've been around it long enough and you're older, and it's just like, my tolerance is 0. I'm like, listen, I want to pay you to do something. I don't want to talk. I just want to get it over with so I can close my door and go to bed. I want you to leave when I'm done. Here's an extra $50. Now beat it.
Like a
It's
gentleman.
a constant conversation. That's why I'm so glad they got this back page out. Those girls, you don't have to prep them. They know what it is. They come right in, they wash up and leave. That's a beautiful thing. That's how life should go.
I know that one leg on top of the sink with that pot with a napkin.
Little taco cup right there. And it's funny, though, because there'd be some fools out there that want that conversation, huh?
It's the worst, man. I'm no good with talking to strangers, man. I don't know you. I just need you to borrow your body for about 10 minutes.
That's why I understand what Lamar Odom paid for. Because he wanted that luxury of being in a relationship where he could just do drugs and nobody tell him shit. He was probably
real.
doing drugs,
Just
and
caressing
then
his
those
ass.
two hoes huddle with him, man. You're gonna be all right, man. You're gonna live.
He got so bad with it, he went all the way to Nevada to do it. At least, I'm like, why do you do that? Listen, Backpage, I admit, the girls don't look like they look in the picture when they get there. You're normally going to get some desperate girl in college who doesn't have book money or elderly pill popper. But either way, it's a body. You can use this. You got to make the best of it. You know what I mean?
When in Rome.
Right. It's like sometimes you open the door, you're like, oh, they said you. Come on, let's get this over with. Anybody who don't know about Backpage, even if you don't want to mess with the girls, it's exciting just to see who knocks on the door. You never know who's coming to the door. You know what I mean? Yeah, who's this? Who's they said this? Oh, you.
Oh, Scruffy. You were my third option.
Hey, listen, I normally want you out of here by 10 minutes, but you're going to have to take a bath first. They had those, you could tell, cheap shoes. That's another turnoff for me, but I got to get through it. It's better than talking to a girl at the club who actually thinks you're going to call her when you leave town. That's the worst. Those girls, you going to call me, right? Yeah, I'm calling you.
What do you mean by cheap shoes? Like, what kind of shoes? Like,
I know. Unfortunately, I know what cheap shoes look like on a woman. So when they come through with the really cheap shoes, it's kind of demoralizing to me.
Like Payless?
They should have a nice shoe program for women who are out there on the streets hustling their bodies. So you just feel better when the shoes are nice. You know what I mean? Those shoes that are turned over to the side and they're new, like as soon as you put them on, everything falls apart on them. If you run for the bus, you need a new pair of shoes.
Got that wide foot.
Right. Oh my God, I hate girls with wide feet too. That wide foot looks awful in those flats. It's like your pinky is going to get hurt walking in those shoes.
unless she's doing push-ups.
That's what they should call them, push-up shoes. Well, those shoes are for push-ups. You shouldn't be walking anywhere, though.
Yeah, man, she has the one-finger push-ups.
Oh, man. You get a girl who can do that.
Oh, man.
That might be a turn on.
As you get older, man, you get more turn on. When you're young, you don't notice those things, man. But once you hit like that age, I remember when I met this girl, and then I started noticing, wait a minute, man. Her little toe is pretty much piggybacking the last toe next to it.
Yeah.
It never hits the ground.
Yeah, it leans.
It leans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a migrant worker picking up oranges with a baby in the back.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen those.
It's nasty, man.
Yeah,
It's carnage, dog.
Yeah, you tell her.
It's a little nail, though.
You got to keep her socks on. That's what I tell her. Listen, baby. She's like,
Yeah,
I don't
man.
wear socks. I got socks for you.
Yeah, we're gonna bowling alley. Yeah, feet is a turnout for me now.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm a foot guy too.
but sometimes I cover them up with my hands.
Right. That's a good idea, especially if the toes are bad. You just wash your hands. I don't even wash my hands after the bathroom, but I wash my hands after touching feet. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Rodrigo, like, very picky though, man, about women. Like, even since young, like, I know since he was 20.
He's picky.
Like, very picky, man. The ugliest motherfuckers are picky too. And then he said, Felipe, man, this girl want to talk to you. Remember, man, she has some fucked up thumbs. And I didn't want to notice, right?
Big ass thumbs,
Little
right?
white thumbs. And that threw me off. I would have never noticed it. But when I saw her, she came over and she had that big ass thumb. Like, I'm gonna get you, sucker.
That means her big toe is big too.
Really?
The fingers are a reflection of the toes.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm telling you. If she got a big thumb, she got the Flintstone feet under them shoes. I'm telling you now.
So is the middle finger smaller than the rest of the fingers? This will be some fucked up feet, huh?
Oh yeah, man. That's that Flintstone stuff. Is you ready to have an orgasm? She'll say, "Barney."
She had that fucked up toenail that fucking ripped my sheets.
Oh yeah, that can happen. If they don't file them right, they can rip your sheets and act like they don't know what you're talking about.
You know, another thing that people from the hood neglect besides diabetes and eating bad, people from the hood, especially myself and back in the days, and even now, ingrown toenails. They let that shit go on till it's time to cut that foot off.
Yeah.
Because I've had some fucked up ones.
Oh, yeah, you got them?
Not now, not anymore, man.
You got them fixed?
No, just bad feet.
Yeah, teeth also. A lot of people don't understand, like, when you have teeth in the back that are rotten, it can lead to heart disease and stuff like that. I'm telling you, most people have no idea about this stuff. The only reason I know about it is because I'm in Hollywood now, affiliating with people that make money off of me, so they send me to places like dentists, and that's where I find out about this stuff. You know what I mean? I wouldn't know. So I know when I go home, and they look at me like I'm a doctor. I'm like, I just found out the hard way, dude. You know what I mean?
Dr. Philip.
I didn't know a rotten tooth can get your heart messed up. I didn't know that.
Hell yeah, that's all.
Yeah, tooth decay can lead to bad toes.
All your bloodstream and all that.
Did you say? What did you say?
I said when you have a tooth decay, that's really bad. When you have that shit breath, it leads to your rest of your body. Infections with your whole body, like you have those glow in the dark toes.
So you saying a girl with a bad tooth can have premature birth? I know there's a lot of girls had a baby early. I'm gonna be like, let me see your teeth. I didn't know, but I found out. It makes sense because that doctor that I was seeing, they were explaining to me about how that bad tooth back there can lead to this, that, and the other. So I said, well, take it out. I don't want it. If it's going to kill me, yank it out my mouth. I can feel that pain. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing about the dentist, when they knock your teeth out, they have medicine and procedures to help it heal the right way. Unlike when you're younger and you just get your teeth knocked out by fighting, you just let it heal like that. It'll be cool in about a week.
I'm still feeling it as a puppy.
Right.
Or half a tooth is still sharp, but it's still there with blood.
Man.
Yeah, that happens.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a straight bone.
This stuff we're talking about is just a reminder of how much the nonsense they teach us in school is. Because this is the stuff people need to know about. Back page bitches and bad teeth and stuff like that.
Washing your hands after every meal.
Hell yeah, your teacher ain't fucking teaching you that shit, and the people that do know that shit growing up is because of their parents.
Yeah.
Whether they're professionals or fucking have money to take care of that shit.
Or just a basic pulling out right away.
Yeah, pulling out is very important. It's effective most of the time. It depends on the girl. Some girls have they've been blessed with a vaginal area where it doesn't even matter if you pull out; she's still pregnant. And those girls, like a lot of the smart ones, they know what to ask for besides the abortion money. I've had to go to the bank
twice.
Yeah, I give it to them too because I don't want the kid by you. I tell them I don't say abortion. I say kill it. Hey, kill it. All right.
Pro-choice.
Abortion. That's what sugarcoating it. How much to kill it?
You evil motherfucker.
I don't care. I'd rather have that sit on my soul than be any type of parental position with you, ma'am. So listen.
Ma'am.
Right. You pay them according to their neighborhood. Like some girls, big money to them is you pay for the abortion and you give them $200. They're like, you gonna give me $200? Like, no, $200. It's just when you mess with these Hollywood girls who are used to money, you'll break yourself. You gotta leave these girls alone who got something going for them. You gotta sleep with girls who are starving. You want to feel like a man? Mess with a girl who come from nothing and has nothing. She will hold you up in the air, Felipe. I'm telling you. I took this broke girl to Red Lobster. She was like, I heard about this place. I was like, hey, bring this bitch the biscuit. I was her king for years.
Man, I was living in LA for all my life, and I dated a girl who lives far. Like she lives in 909 Riverside, Ontario. She goes, Jeff, man, just told her, man, just drive out here to LA, and I'll show you around. And then as she said, oh my God, is that Echo Park? I saw that in a fucking movie.
I want to get some water.
And I knew that after she was excited about Echo Park, we didn't have to go further north.
She was blown away from that. I saw that on
She said, my dad never had Chinese food. This is Chinatown?
Real. She was from the 909.
909.
Yeah, that's where the bad water comes out the sink.
Yeah. That's in Flint, Michigan.
Right. It's like that out here. They got beige water coming out of some of these things. Once you get to the 909, you can't drink that water. You get that water out the sink if you want to.
You have to run it first.
Boil that motherfucker.
The water smelled like hard-boiled egg.
Oh my god, dude.
Water smelled like earring backs.
That is true. Like some women really get excited. Like I know, like how you were saying that you meet a woman on the road, and then the first whole conversation is bullshit. Cause I remember we were talking to hey big dog, this fool used to promise these chicks that he's gonna fly them over. Like yeah, man, on Sunday I'm gonna get paid. We're gonna both fly back to LA. I'm gonna show you around. But he never brought nobody.
Man, you know what, man? I did that before, man. It's the worst thing you can ever do is fly a girl to Los Angeles or anywhere you live if you're not really into her. If you just want to have sex with her, if you fly her in, I'm telling you, right after the sex, you're like, oh shit, she's still here. What am I going to do with her? It's the worst feeling. And I mean, like, I'm just being honest. This girl I flew, she was from Florida. Body was magnificent. I'd never seen nothing the way she was chiseled together, but I'm trying to. I can talk for real, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dog.
She had that vaginal dryness issue. Like it wouldn't work. The thing was broke down there. You know what I mean? She had suede vagina. That's what I nicknamed her. And
Damn.
suede vagina. So I called the airline and I told them, I said, listen, it's my fault that I flew her down, but I need you guys to take some responsibility for this. You know what I'm saying? I will have my ticket money back. Because I bought her that last minute ticket because I thought I was doing it. Biggest waste of money ever. I was like, she's got this flawless body, but she's got the...
Drier than the Middle East.
That's right. She got...
You should have called
on
her
my way to
Sahara.
Vegas, pussy.
Her name should have been Sahara.
That's the perfect nickname. Sahara.
Yeah, she was drier than insurgents.
She got in the tub. It sounded like when you put a pot in there that's hot. Like, that's how dry it was. This is terrible.
You know when you smoke weed with a chick, man, and you have dry mouth, and you try to have sex with her without cuddling or without having kissing or nothing, you could it's pretty much dry, bro.
Oh yeah, a lot of spitting.
Yeah.
No, it's dry, bro. Like weed dry.
I don't kiss, though. I'm not a kisser. I
Rodrigo's
don't like to kiss.
Rodrigo's a cuddler.
Yeah.
I'll have oral sex with a girl before I kiss her. Is that bad?
Nah, hell no.
I don't like the mouth thing. I have to really like you and feel like we got a chance. We're going to kiss in the mouth, but you can turn that other thing around.
Yeah, it gets kind of gross, man. Like you're like you could taste the saliva, and you're like, oh man, it's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, you can tell.
And then you taste part of her food in her mouth.
Yeah. Well, some girls they had a natural bad. You're like, your roots are bad, man. Where you come from stinks.
Stinky City.
I'm just saying. I don't kiss. I don't like to kiss. I'd rather deal with the dryness down there than a dry mouth.
Remember when Fluffy said that was that girl's pussy stunk so bad? He was a rookie. Everybody does that mistake. How you go down on a girl who just stinks so bad you don't even know.
I'll get up.
Yeah.
I'll stop. But see, I'm older now, so I'm finicky.
No, now, but when you're like 18.
Yeah, you just try to make it through it. Oh my God, it's terrible down here.
You're waiting for her to tap you out.
Right.
Even women know too when they get older, man. They let you know. They tell you, I wouldn't do that right now. I have women tell me that.
That's a responsible woman.
Yeah, I have women who really like me tell me that. Nah, that's not gonna work.
I just had to pay some bills and left this guy's house. You don't want to go down there.
I had a woman be that honest with me. She said, "Listen, man, I had to screw the guy that just brought me to your comedy show,
Right.
and I had to just empty out his balls and put him to sleep.
Yeah,
I didn't have time to shower, but I ran over here to your hotel as fast as I could."
Yeah, so that's why you got to teach her the handwork game. Some girls have magnificent handwork. The hand jobs, oh my God. They get mad because you don't want to sleep with them no more. I'm like, why risk pregnancy and disease when your hand is fabulous? I don't want to have sex with you. I want that hand. Chop it off and take it with me if I thought it still worked. I'm just saying. It's some girls with magnificent.
Her spit game was on point.
Yeah. I prefer the ones use the baby oil, but some girls do it with their with their spit. You just gotta try to make it through that too. You know what I mean? But like It smell like mouth and weed in here.
Wow, that's funny, man. I never thought about that, man. If her vagina that dry, why don't I just put some Nivea on my penis and put it in there?
Yeah. That's if Nivea is available. Some girls, you just got to hurry up and get it through. I went through this one girl medicine cabinet. I used some setting lotion on it. Stuff for their hair. I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't have to see her again. I got fake cards with fake phone numbers on there. Keep in touch. Nobody, listen, it's so worth it. They feel like you gave them a part of you when you give them that card. They're real nice cards. The plastic ones that they can't ball up, you just got to fling them away. Yeah, I got the fake cards with the fake numbers for the fake girls. That's what I call it. It's all fake.
What about if they try to get a hold of you, like on Instagram or stuff like that?
I don't respond. One thing about me, my DMs are open. I don't care. I like to. Listen, I say controversial stuff. I love it when people get mad and I get to them. I love the hate responses. Like, you fucking asshole. I'm like,
a little smile, huh?
Right. You're keeping me going. Right. That's what I'm saying. But before we leave this subject, I do want to say this. This is another problem. Like, you can't win, you can't lose. I was talking about the girls with the dryness issues. If you have a girl who's a squirter, you literally have to have another bed, because I got one of those expensive Tempur-Pedic mattresses. And if you're with a squirter, she will destroy that thing. I mean, like, because I don't think they can call it squirt. It's piss, right?
It is piss, dude.
Yeah.
It's a lot, too, sometimes.
And girls get mad when you squirt on them. I'm like, hey, you just squirted on me. I'm about to come on you too.
I'm like, damn, man, we just fucked up my mom's bed.
Right. If you got a squirter and you got a nice bed, you don't have a nice bed anymore. It's really that bad. It's just nobody wants to say nothing. Oh, she was coming. No, she pissed on your bed, buddy.
You get that mattress insurance.
Right, I know you love it. Right, mattresses. Do they have that?
Nah, let's start that shit.
They need it.
I know, man. Like, she like messed up the bed. The cat looking at her. Are you gonna neuter this bitch too?
The cat rolled his eyes at her. Bitch thinks she could squirt better than me. Wait. I don't gotta get fucked to squirt.
You should have seen that jacket I fucked up.
Right.
Fucking up your baseboards.
Right. That ain't weed you smelling. That's cat piss.
Speaking of funk, man, on your first, the one I always talk about, because when I tell the girls, when I got introduced to your stand-up comedy, you used to have that joke, man. It was so hilarious because I knew stinky motherfuckers. They're stinky-ass comedians. Like, you ride with them on the road and you realize why we don't hang with this guy. They're smelling for 3 fucking hours.
Ain't that real?
Yeah, man. And I forgot my point here.
The joke about the leather jacket one?
So you had the point. Yeah, man. You were. Corey had that joke about, man, you ever seen those homeboys that leave that yellow stain on their white T-shirt? I have a homie that leave that yellow stain on a yellow leather jacket.
On his leather jacket. Look like he been stealing honey buns. No, I've been around stinky people. Like, it was this one comedian, and we were hanging out in New York. In New York, what you do, especially back in the day, you would just go out there. They had rooms that you work. They pay like $100 a night or whatever. So me and this guy, we were hanging out for like 3 days in a row, right? I'm not going to say his name, but this is a guy everybody would know if I said his name. I'm not trying to tease, but fuck it. I was with Tony Roberts, right? This guy didn't take a bath for 3 days. I watched him because we were, you try to save the money. We're in these rooms together and all that because you want to make some money. I was like, this motherfucker ain't took a bath. It's been 3 days. And he slept and woke up, got up. I'm like, damn, you the Terminator. This motherfucker is the Terminator, man. Looking for Sarah Carter. What, you gonna take a bath when you meet her, mama? Looking for Sarah's bathroom.
T100 over here.
Right.
Motherfucker wash rag.
Fucking cyborg.
Right. He just go straight to sleep and just get up and start moving around.
Motherfucker, oil can.
It wasn't even no coal
Fucking
in his
Tin
eye
Man.
either. I was like, what is wrong with you? This is a fucking robot, right? He met some girl and went in the room with her and came out. I was like, y'all some nasty motherfuckers.
I'll be back.
Right. Smell my back.
He just put some baby powder.
Right.
Not even that, probably.
Oh my God, dude.
Man, it was bad. I don't know why I said his name.
We can cut it out.
You don't have to. I don't care.
All right.
It's not going to beat me up.
Let me talk to you, Corey.
It'll get to him. It'll get to him. Everything you say on the internet,
Oh, yeah, sooner or later.
it gets out
Hell
there.
yeah, dog.
All the pictures you take, they'll get out there. Trust me.
Yeah, they will come back like at the right time. Like it'll be Corey and Tony Roberts on a sitcom, and he goes, "They're doing good." But then the little clip will show up.
Right.
But Corey said this 5 years ago.
And I'll be like, it was all true, motherfucker. You get mad if you want to, goddammit. I had the stomach that time in my life, goddammit. And especially, I want to say this for everybody who don't know. Every picture you take on your iPhone, it belongs to the iPhone people. Trust me. None of that
They don't
stuff.
disappear in the trash, like make that little noise.
Hell no.
All that stuff you say I agree to, if you really read that,
That's fucking more than like fucking 80,000 words in that motherfucker.
you would not press agree. If you actually read that and knew what you were getting into with the iPhone, you wouldn't do it. That's why the pictures I take, I bought a little snap camera, those cameras. I buy those cameras when it's a picture that I want. Because once you put it on that iPhone, they own it. And a lot of people don't know that. That's why I'm busting them out. Apple.
Yeah, those agreements and those terms, as soon as you click accept, you're done.
Yeah, that naked picture you sent to your girl, you know what I mean? Or that naked picture your girl sent to you, the people at Apple are like, let me see her. Yeah, she's all right.
Or those 10 photos you took on the road and deleted.
Yeah. It can come back on you. You'll be like, how did they get that?
Man.
Well, on the iPhone, it's really some tricky stuff on here. Like when you delete photos, a lot of people don't know it doesn't delete right away out of your phone.
Like 30 days or some shit, right?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about that thing in photos. You can go back and get pictures you took. But even after they delete it, they don't get rid of it. It's still in their system. They can bring it up. So I have to talk to the people at Apple because I just don't want certain people to see certain things.
You get that reminder 6 weeks later. Yeah, we still got those photos. You really want to delete them?
You got pictures in your phone you're ashamed of?
Nothing, man.
I got some pictures.
I got Polaroids.
I do not want these pictures out here. I'm gonna try to find one to show you. I couldn't believe I took it.
Oh, shit.
I wanted to put it online because I know they got it. I wanted to be the one to introduce the people to it. I wish I could find it right now.
What kind of picture is it?
It's a picture of me
Oh, yeah?
doing something I shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, there's a picture out there of me doing something I shouldn't be doing, but it's on a Polaroid, so.
Oh, well, you're safe.
Yes, so. Unless they reprint it.
This is one of those days I felt like being bold.
Oh, didn't get sleepy.
Y'all know that's my man. I like games. You remember that day we were all on the plane?
Yeah.
And we all sat in the same row? I was like, oh, okay.
I had to get
This
my
is not
Coke
going to
like
be
this.
good. This is not going to be good. It was me, you, and Felipe on Southwest in 3 seats. So you already know we were talking to each other like this. Hey, man, how you doing? I don't know how we pulled that off. I never forgot that. I was like, oh, shit. They got seatbelt extenders, so, you know.
Gabriel always that for the seatbelt extender, man.
Yeah, let
He
me
just
tell you
goes like this, and they bring it to him.
Right. Well, they already know. As soon as they see him, they'll be like, you want something? Oh, let me go get you the 6. You're not going to be able to button that.
He should just carry an extra one everywhere he goes.
He should have a designer one with rhinestones on it.
You should have an extender with Hawaiian colors.
They'll be like, oh, his extender is nice. I found the picture that I didn't want. I'm going to put this on the internet.
We can put it on our podcast. Oh, shit.
I'm on the toilet. I'm gonna do it.
You lost some weight, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I do, man? When I'm in Los Angeles, I'll get up and go for a run or do something like this. It's that road. That road is what kills me. When you're on the road, man, it's just a very depressing state of mind because you have to smile. Smiling with strangers is what does it to you. I'm telling you, when you have to, hey. And at the end of the night, you're just like, damn, I just was smiling with a whole bunch of people I don't know. I feel like that interferes with your normal brain function.
Like when they say you to do Fox affiliate Kansas City or Portland or whatever little town it is. Those people interviewing you are getting to know you as they talk to you. They're reading off a monitor. Hey, Corey Holcomb from Black Jesus, huh?
Yeah.
On Adult Swim.
Yeah.
And you gotta smile the whole time and be funny fast because it's television. And then you've been up since 5 a.m. doing press. They drop you off at 11. You're like, what are you gonna do right now? You're gonna go for a jog? You're gonna sit down and write a memoir? Fuck no. You're gonna probably eat a lot of fucking food and fall asleep till 5.
Yeah, fall asleep till showtime. I know how it
You've
goes.
done that? Like woken up as an hour before showtime and got ready?
Woke up. I said, call me when the show starts. That's what I had my guy do. Call me when it starts. Then I'll get out of the bed and wash what's necessary and throw some clothes on and get to the show.
Have you walked into the show exactly when it's time for you to go up?
Yeah, one time.
To the back?
When I was at this one club, this manager was mad because I didn't show up when the show started. You know what I mean? But he couldn't do anything. Like if I was a younger comic who didn't have any clout, I could tell like he would be an issue. But I just very nicely explained to him, listen, man, I'm not here because you like me. I'm here because I sell tickets. Well, you not gonna have a show? And I know he didn't like that. But I've been doing this long enough where I don't let little managers of comedy clubs talk crazy to me. You shouldn't even be talking to me. Talk to my guy. I got a guy for you to talk to. Talk to him. And they just get mad. But what are they going to do? If you sell tickets, they'll come. They still have to call your people. They'll have you back. Because it's all about selling tickets. That's why I say that internet thing is so amazing. When people get to know you and like what you say, and this is a secret I tell all comedians I know. You can't be scared to show people who you are because that's what makes them feel comfortable enough to come spend money and see you because they feel like they can relate to you. They know you. You're honest. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I have to have patience with people when they get to telling me about, man, you know, my sister, she's a whore too. You listen to this bullshit. I said be honest, be yourself. But it's the truth. This is what I feel like people know when you're being phony. And the people who will come out and buy tickets are those people who go to work and come home and they feel like, oh, this guy's genuine. You know what I mean? They'll come see you. It's not about trendy with them. They just like you. So they'll come back and see you when you come to town. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, word is born.
Let it out. Doesn't matter what you're going through. Richard Pryor used to talk about he'd be on cocaine. That's why I feel like people could relate to him because there's a lot of people who do cocaine, but nobody likes to say it. Most of the comics I know, they be like, yeah, I'll smoke a blunt. I'm like, you a fucking dope fiend. Stop it. Let it out. You'll feel better. I know that's what it's comedy is like my therapy. You know what I'm saying? I talk through it. So all of the issues I have, I feel better about it because I don't have to be shy. If the news decided to spill the beans on Corey Holcomb, I'll be like, well, what's new? What don't they know? You know what I mean? I talk about, things I do behind my wife's back, everything. I don't care. What? She's not going to leave. I bought her a Gucci bracelet the other day.
I got my wife a Coach first.
Right. Well, you don't like it? You fed up? You going to go? You don't go. You can't find my money. God damn it. You know how many fucking incorporations I'm going to have? That one you're suing, I think I put like $5,000 in there for the year. You know what I mean? You'll never find. That's another thing about being a comedian. Your money comes from a whole bunch of different places, so it's hard to find it. Just don't have to tell them where you are, what you're doing. I don't care. I'm not scared. You're pregnant? Oh, yeah? I'll find out find that money, little girl. All right. Good luck, Toots.
Theater of the real.
Man, you had a funny ass post last week that had me Rodrigo dying in Kansas City, man.
Going after the boss ass night, dropping off the chick at her little neighborhood after having a boss ass night.
Oh yeah, oh man, it is so.
That girl goes, man. That girl has a body, man. She got that body that she goes. She ain't got much in the brain.
Right.
You feel good after dropping her off back in the hood after a bomb ass night.
They need to make a TV show, and I just want my credit for it, about dropping girls back off in poverty. Man, I'm honest about it. It feels good when they acting like they the shit while they with you, and you take them back to that little hut. Their grandmama is babysitting the kids. What is it, 8 of you in there?
You want to come in and meet us? Nah, I'm good.
It's a studio apartment with 8 people.
And then they look at her like she came up.
Right.
I guess you got it like that.
Did he buy you that outfit, girl?
For like Martin Moreno, bro, he got a blowjob from some chick at the Hop in Lakewood, right? And then that girl told her mom who he was. Like, he was on some show with Gabriel Iglesias, and her mom was all excited. I guess you got it like that, mija. You're moving up. You're not just fucking guy from the hood no more.
Have you ever seen the ones where their mom is jealous?
Nah.
The mom's jealous because they're with a guy who's doing things. And you know, I'm at that age where I can fuck the mom or the daughter. You know what I mean? I'm right there in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I take advantage of jealous moms. Yeah, your daughter, we're not going to make it, but we've got potential.
You're mature, lady.
And I meet her sister. Hey, me and your sisters aren't going to make it. We've got potential. That hope keeps me going. They can't destroy hope. There's nothing you can do. If you're down on your luck, hope is all you have. That's why I hang in poverty-stricken areas, because I want to be a god.
Hope is the best of things.
Hell yeah, dog.
When you got a little money to give a girl, she won't go to church. There's girls who go to church every week, but you're like, no, fuck that. I want you to be with me. Here's a couple of dollars. Okay. She just said, the hell with her God. For $40. That's what that poverty do.
And you always know, man, because like when you're out there shaking hands with everybody, hey, man, you were so funny, Corey. You were amazing. But then they're walking with their man, but then they look back.
Yeah. Oh.
They look back.
Well, I could say that to all guys, man. Listen, man, you just really have to believe me when I tell you, man, I know you think that your girl is your girl, but that in a lot of times, a lot of cases, that's our girl. And guys just don't want to face that, because I've been with girls who are married, and I know the guy that they're with has no idea that she gets down like this. You know what I'm saying?
A freak.
And I'm a smart guy, because after you fuck enough girls like that, you honestly say to yourself, well, where the fuck is my girl at? What the fuck is it doing? Is it this easy? The fuck? All I got to do is like you and be interested in you. And some girls will take a chance on everything they fucking got. They're guys. I mean, guys, we do it all the time. We can be happy at home. It just doesn't matter. We just want to bang. That's all we want. I'm not going to fall in love with her, babe. She don't really want me. You don't have to worry about us making it. Look at her.
Look at her. She goes to night school.
Yeah, goddammit. She could shop at the regular stores. She doesn't have to go to Lane Bryant like you. Well, let's eat these Cheetos and go to bed, babe.
That's what I said. You used to have that bed, man. That's why, man, I don't fuck with those bitches over there at Nordstrom and shit. I fuck with bitch at fucking Pick and Save.
Yeah.
Big lots.
Yeah, Kmart. There's still a couple of Kmarts. When you see a girl in Kmart,
It's serious.
that means she's down on her luck.
I know, man. You got to see her right there with her baby. Come on,
Right.
baby. You want the big 20 the Tiger? Come on.
Yeah, the little 7-year-old, he doesn't even hang with her in the store. He runs to the toy section. She's got to have him paged when she get to the register. Go back over here with this bitch.
You're a lost boy with a purple jacket, orange shoes.
Right. And some shoes with the pinky toe out.
Hyper ass motherfucker.
You see that sometimes, huh? You see that hot little hood rat? She's walking around, man. Everything on her is on point, but her baby her baby's like, he's kind of sagging, but he can't sag because he has like high floods already. Yeah. And he's like a toddler. You know those pants are too big.
Oh man,
they're too small.
When you go to these I call them the B cities or C cities that are not big cities. You know what I mean?
Like West Valley, Utah.
Yeah, stuff like that. They Walmart. I don't know why people go to nightclubs when Walmart is full of women who've got oranges in the shopping cart and they're lonely. You can meet a girl.
Shopping cart.
Just look for the signs, people. Look for that woman that's carrying that frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Right.
Because how fucking lazy you gotta be to not make your baby a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? That you gotta give him the frozen one.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's there with a couple of those little juices, a couple of snackables.
I was in Mississippi. We did this gig and we went to this Walmart and I knew I was going to score. I bought this girl she had a shopping cart and she was up in front and I just paid for that stuff for her. You know, she had a case of water. She had some deodorant, so I knew she was trying to be better as a person. It added up to about $19 what she had in there. Man, I bought her that stuff. God damn, we did it in the car. I didn't even have to go to her house and act like I like her. She just was like, now we even, right? After we was done. I was like, yeah, we even.
God
she
bless
said
you.
we're even.
God bless you.
I went and bought her another case of water. Let me get you another case, goddamn it, in case I see you again one day.
I was a comic. He pulled that like at a CVS. There was some girl there, and then she was just paying for all kinds of stuff like makeup, little fucked up nail salons, Lee press-on nails, a little Red Hot Cheetos for her baby, and a little juice. Not a juice, but the plastic ones.
Little Capri Suns?
Capri Suns. Oh, just one though, not the whole pack. Just one.
Just one that she pulled apart.
The comic said, right in front of everybody. It was just her and him. I'm gonna pay for the stuff right there for my baby mama right here.
Yeah.
And then she got so happy. Even though he called her a baby mama, don't even know her. He goes, oh. Like, it was like, man, it was like
I know
March of Dimes. Like, her face was like
hope came through.
It was like they dropped a sack. You know, it was like a UN mission show up or something. It was just, she was very happy and thankful.
We making jokes out of this, but it's very serious. And I'm talking about, these aren't ugly girls. It's just they come up
pretty.
in a situation where they don't have much. So like Walmart is like, Walmart is really an evil company. They are the store. That's like the Macy's of the middle of Mississippi. Walmart. And I've seen girls where I know it's like I'll target them. I'll be like, she needs me. I normally get what I want. Some of them are prideful and they want to go out on a date first. Those are the ones I get away from. But the ones, they'll walk you outside to their little 01 Hyundai Accent, and after they give it a jump and the car gets warmed up, it's on.
And you see the men that are with these women. Those fools don't want to buy shit for them. No. They're pissed off at the Starbucks buying her son a Frappuccino, and then he got to buy one for his son that's not his son. These guys are pissed off when they were the ladies at Walgreens.
Some of these guys that are with the girls at Walmart, they're getting their feet done over there at the little get your feet done spot. I'm like, that's your guy? Over there getting his little nails done. Is that what he's doing? It's just $20 here. Bet you never seen one of these that are new. Don't have a new 20 that's not folded, just crispy. Oh my God. It's like they put it in their purse like it's a document.
They actually ask you, are you printing these?
Right.
I had someone tell me, are you printing 20s?
Got a homie in the treasury.
Right. You know what? I'm not the type of guy who gets the manicures and pedicures all the time, but when I do, I enjoy it. I don't know why I don't do it more, because like I'm a perv. I got these silk shorts that are mesh. When I give my pedicure, it's my way of flirting with the little Asian ladies. Sitting right there with my little silk mesh shorts on, getting my leg rubbed. And they can tell I'm excited, with those shorts on.
That's short you take the strip club.
Right. You know what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
What do you know about you that you that I like, I'm a big fan of you. You've always been like quick. Like when you spot somebody, I guess it comes from over the years of watching people's personality on what type of clothes they're wearing or what type of car they're driving or who they're related with or what comes out of their mouth. Like you can read these people. So we're coming out of the Haha Cafe and the promoter is driving like a 1980 Axel Foley Mercedes-Benz, from Beverly Hills Cop. And then we're just hanging out right there. Me and Rodrigo are high as fuck. You just say one word. You just look over at him and go, man, that's what I call balling.
Yeah, that old phone with the cording in the phone. Now that's what I call balling.
Right, that heavy phone. Yeah, you can work out with. Walk on Runyon Canyon with that phone. Develop your calves.
That's what this phone said. This is the practice in front of your friends club.
You know what though? Listen, about that being quick, it's a gift. And I got a friend. He's a comedian. And I won't say his name. But no, this guy, he sucks as a comedian. But he's so quick. Have you ever had a friend like that? They're quick. They think of stuff as soon as they see it and they know what to say right after you, but they don't know how to write their material.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, he would be so good for radio. I tell him that all the time. I'm like, man, you got to get a radio show, man, because he's so quick. It's really impressive. It's just, he's been doing the same set since we started. Like, literally, hasn't switched a word.
Rudy Moreno.
We all know people like this. We know. You know what I mean?
Like verbatim, huh? Like that's their bread and butter set.
Yeah. And it's like wow, this guy, he's talented. He just doesn't know how to put his set together because he's quick. He needs to record himself all day long. You know what I mean? They got those new cams you put on your windshield to watch everything that happens. What do they call those things?
Dash cam.
Dash cam.
GoPro.
He needs a face cam to record everything he says because he's quick. He's good. Good. When we're together, we laugh because he's quick. It flows, but he doesn't know how to turn it into bits. I'm like, wow, man.
He needs to be under surveillance.
Right.
Get the NSA to follow that fool.
For real, man. He would be spectacular if he could turn all that stuff he thinks of so fast into bits. He's man. I hope he doesn't get mad that I say that because he has been doing the same set since we met each other. It's like I can walk him through his set.
That's where you pause.
Some people you can. Like if you see him, well, I know what bit he's in right now. Right. I'll be back.
Yeah. And it's been going on for like 20 years. 20 years of the exact same set because he's just not that guy who thinks of jokes, but he's naturally funny. He's man, that quick shit, that's a gift when you're quick like that.
I remember I was talking to this comedian that we used to hang around with, Juan Dexter, and they were hanging out at the comedy showcase right here in LA, and they said that Jamie Foxx he started making fun of some guy's car, like the way it was all fucking jacked up. He goes, man, look at that guy's car. It has a dead eye, just like his homie's career right there.
He just made a face.
And Jamie Foxx is real sensitive, too, so I can't believe he has the nerve to say something about anybody. You say something back about him, he'll
disown you.
Right.
What did Tommy Chun say? Man, I got banished from
Tommy
the king.
Chun. Yeah. Tommy Chun, a friend of ours, he called Jamie Foxx one of the jokes he did on that MTV video awards.
Music awards, yeah, when he hosted it. And then later on, I guess they stopped hanging around. He said, yeah, man, I was kicked out of the kingdom.
Real talk. That's how he is. That's how he is. I go in on him all the time. I don't care. I tell people, you can blackball me. The streets like me.
They do.
As long as I find a way to get to the streets, they'll come see me. You know what I mean? So I go in on Jamie Foxx all the time because I saw a lot of crazy stuff up there at that foxhole. I say a lot of moist behavior up there.
I remember you asked, you said about some other comedian shit. I remember that fool was doing nails.
Kansas City or St. Louis.
Talking about Gary Johnson,
G-string.
who calls himself G-thing, G-string. Yeah. Man, there's a lot of perpetrators out here, man. I can't call them out. I have nightmares that one day all the perpetrators are going to get together and just beat me up.
Fuck that.
You know what I'm saying?
Or they claim Chicago, but they're not from Chicago. Like people who claim I'm from LA, but dude, no, you're from fucking Pomona, bro.
Real talk.
You're from fucking City of Industry. You're not even close. You're not even from City of Commerce.
Yeah, during traffic, it takes you 2 hours to get home.
Yeah. You live in to live in LA, like I know people who live in LA where I grew up, Boyle Heights, East LA, who never been to Hollywood, who say, man, I don't know shit about no fucking 101 North.
Yeah, ain't that amazing? People who
don't leave the hood.
They don't leave the hood,
like,
man.
I bet you got homies growing up that were slanging, who still got money right now, but put in 50,000 miles a year just cruising the neighborhood.
Yeah, man. That's why they feel comfortable, man. It's crazy. Some people, when you take them out of the hood, you can actually see the anxiety in their face. They're like, fuck, man. That Popeye's chicken, they ain't got bulletproof glass up there. You can touch the cashier if you want to.
Or the church, or like me when I was in the
restrooms are unlocked at that Kentucky Fried Chicken. You can just go in there. You don't have to ask for a key.
Man, you could just push open these doors in this neighborhood.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like, hey, also everybody, when you leave the hood, you see a lot of different stuff, because one thing I have found out, and it has been certified in my mind by this lady who works for Ralph's. That's a grocery store chain out here in California.
Ralph's, people.
If you live in the hood, that Ralph's gets the worst of the products. Ain't that fucked up? Yes. They get the worst produce, the worst meat. When you go to the other Ralphs that are in like Beverly Hills
Santa Monica,
and areas where people got money, hey, the ground beef is red. The ground beef in the hood is like kind of brownish looking. You know?
You got 5 different types of non-regular milks.
Right. Yeah, they don't got that milk that has a cow on it. They got that milk that's got a milkshake on it. They don't have real milk. No, but they fuck you over in the hood. And you should go, if you want to go grocery shopping, go grocery shopping in the Ralphs and other neighborhoods just to see the difference, especially in the produce aisle. That's what I tell people. As soon as you walk in the produce aisle, you're like, what the hell? That's a green apple. You know what I mean? The apples at the Ralphs in the hood, they're not that green that's supposed to be. It's not supposed to look like that. And I found that out by shopping one day when I was at the Ralphs in the hood. Because since I moved out here to California, I haven't been in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But when I do go to the hood, you know, I got to buy a bitch some water. I'm like, wow, there's a difference in the way they present the food, the way the food looks, everything.
Mad disparity, man.
Yeah, man, it's fucked up.
And in the good areas, they got scallops, lobster, and shit.
Oh yeah, man, the lobster still have the eyes on it, and he's like proud to be in this Ralph. He's like, I didn't make it, goddammit. I'm at the good Ralphs, goddammit.
Yeah, the Ralph Hood, there's no lobster. They have shrimp.
Right, goddammit.
And you gotta peel it yourself.
Otter meat, goddammit.
They got rabbit.
Right. It says beef, but that's otter meat. You'll see the buck teeth in the plastic.
And at the Ralph in the hood, you could cash your check there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They got the check cash.
And send money to Mexico.
The Ralph's in the hood has it where you can't just walk out of the door. They got the doors blocked off.
Yes.
Where to get out, you have to go all the way around and walk past the underpaid security guard who's looking at your pockets the whole time you're leaving. What's that? You're like, my wallet, motherfucker.
A lot of people don't know that, man, but at Ralph's, like, I don't know if most of them do, but they don't, there's no sign up there. There's only a sign in the good Ralph's. But it's just all Ralph's, but only in the good Ralph's there's a sign for this. If you buy fish, they'll deep fry it for you. But there's no sign. But whenever you go to Ralph's in a good side, like where I was living at, that guy will go, "You want me to deep fry that fish for you? I could deep fry it for you." They breaded it and deep fried it for me.
Cook it, grill it, however you want it.
But you gotta know.
Yeah. Well, they don't have that at the one in the hood. The one in the hood, they're like, "You want to cook it? You better cook this motherfucker yourself. Get the fuck out of my face." You think I am a butcher?
And they talk to you at the good Ralph. Oh yeah, so I can see you're gonna make this, you're gonna make that.
Right.
At the bad Ralph, they're like, "Oh, I can see, yeah,
Right. Where your bags at, motherfucker?
All attitude.
Right. Yeah, it's bad, man.
In the bad Ralphs, they still have plastic bags, but people don't want to get to that program, man.
Right. No, I think that should be a field trip when you have a week off at work. I want you to go to the fucked up Ralphs one day, and then I want you to go to the good Ralphs one day and just watch the difference in the service, the food, everything. You said they don't lock up the baby formula?
The formula at the Ralph in the Hood is always locked up with a lock next to the cigarettes.
Yeah. And the deodorant is locked up.
And
or that
so
good
the
lotion?
batteries.
That Aveeno lotion?
Yes,
Oh,
locked
you need a key on aisle 9 if this guy wants to buy some good lotion. Who the fuck is he?
So I can't find the razors. Let me unlock them for you.
Right.
What kind of Gillettes you want?
You want a Pepsi? Oh shit! Get the Pepsi key down here.
What, you want 5 pounds of pork rinds? We got that.
Right. God damn it. That's bad, man. It's like, and then by me, I noticed it, and then you got to keep moving in life, but you're like, wow, this is a fucked up world. Man.
Yeah, why is it that way?
Look, I'll put the Improv on blast. The Improv in Melrose, they've got this Monday night. This is their most productive night.
Mo Better
Mondays.
For 20 years now.
They charge more for the food and drinks on Monday night. I think that should be a case against them for doing that. They charge more for the food on Monday night.
Shit, we got to talk to a civil rights attorney on that motherfucker.
This is real, man. And I remember one day they were petting people down on Monday night.
You're lying.
I was laughing my ass off. I was like, it just changed the way. I used to go up there and hang out. I'll still go up there every once in a while, but I'm rarely inside. When I saw that, I'm like, But people don't know because, like you said, they're used to that. They're used to that. So they just let it go. I don't like that. That's a slap in the face.
Hell yeah, dog.
I remember one time in Latino night, when they had Latino night, they didn't turn the AC on. It was hot. They did it on purpose to get everybody to buy drinks.
That's an old promoter trick.
Yeah. That sucks. That Laugh Factory, me and that dude had it out.
Why, buddy?
Yeah, man.
Buddy.
So he records comics.
That's right.
And
that's the reason I don't go there, because even if I'm trying stuff out, it'll be on their webpage.
Yeah, well, they had the camera up. I said, you can't record me. And then, so he had this girl come tell me, if you don't allow him to record you, you can't go up. This is Jamie Masada, by the way. It's me, Corey Holcomb, motherfucker. Holla at me. I'll never fuck with your club. Nobody makes money at his club anyway. So when he had that girl come up to me, I went and found him. And I was like, you didn't book me? Because it was the porno guys had a show. And he was recording the comedians. I was like, you didn't book me down here. I'm not here because you sent for me. They had me come down here. I didn't waste my gas to come down here, and then you tell me. So he didn't know me. He was intimidated because he really a little punk motherfucker. No, buddy, you just go up last and we'll cut the thing off. I said, yeah, well, do what the fuck you got to do. I ain't coming up. You gonna pay for my gas, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to kiss your ass. I don't need you. I'm the king of telling them that, so that's my Jamie Masada story. That's how we met. I'd never kiss your ass, Masada. That's a little scary motherfucker to me. I'll beat your ass. I'm just saying, fuck him. I don't know him. They got a house in the back across the street where some people park. A lot of people don't know about it. That is the perfect place to rob a motherfucker. It's straight dark back there. And all those big money comedians are used to parking back there. That's how I think, because I'm from the hood.
That really is true, because I was parking there one time and Dane Cook showed up in his badass car. And then my friend, who's like one of those motherfuckers don't leave the hood, just walked up to him. What's up, homie?
Right.
Well, who you are? Like that.
Right. That's how they talk.
Yeah. And then he goes, oh, I'm Dane Cook. Okay. And he goes, and then Dane Cook said hello to me because, of course, that guy was with me. What's up, Felipe? You remember my name?
He saw you was with the streets.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah. He saw you was with the streets.
And
they know when they talking to the streets.
Yeah. Then all of us walked together to the Laugh Factory together. But my friend was on fucking ghetto mode, bro. Like, he was already thinking, okay, he's like, this is the spot right here.
That spot in the back where everybody parks, I know guys, if they knew that would be like stick up heaven to them. That's just all we know. I mean, I know motherfuckers who home invasion motherfuckers, all them motherfuckers. If I told them, look, that fool so-and-so, they always park back here. Them motherfuckers
The biggest comedians.
they would be kidnapped. Be kidnapped. That's why I don't really do the Hollywood thing, because it's like, I'm like, you guys, you food. You food for the streets. You don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Jamie Masada. Ain't nobody protecting you. You out here by yourself. Talking crazy to motherfuckers. You can't go up. Oh, yeah? Well, you can't live no more.
That's happened a lot, right? Comedians getting robbed at the end of the shows, like some promoters sending some hoes over there.
Oh, yeah, that happened to me. And it was
really happened then?
Well, it was in New Orleans. It was I forgot what city that was. About an hour outside of New Orleans with a promoter. He paid us cash. This was back in the day when it wasn't even a lot of money. Yeah, somewhere. And it was just these guys that weren't smiling, and they were around him. And I watch. I'm aware. I have that. My third eye is still working. I'm not disassociated from what I need to be disassociated from. So I was watching these guys, and that was back before because nobody takes me anywhere. I don't have drivers. I don't have anything. I rent the car. I'm going to get where I have to go. But back then I rode with the promoter, and I thought he was taking us to the hotel, but he took us to the after party. And I was like, I don't know about this. So I was watching those guys the whole time that was with them. Nobody was smiling. They was just watching me. I was like, these motherfuckers are finna rob me. That's how I felt. And so what I did, I called the police, and I said, somebody just beat up this white lady outside. And it was a whole bunch of police cars up there, right? I was able to slip in a cab and get the fuck out of there, right?
You can't fuck with
I know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I got ways to create diversions. I'm like a hood Jason Bourne, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
It's our new Batman.
But I let them pay for my hotel. I forgot that. So check this out. I was always smart enough to know you always get a hotel with a front desk. You can't never let any promoter put you in a hotel that doesn't have a front desk where they have to go through somebody. Somebody has to see them going in the hotel.
Yeah.
So these guys were knocking on my door, my hotel room door. They was finna try something. So once again, I called the cops. But this time I went out there to the cops, and I told them, I think somebody is trying to kill me. I say something like that just to get out of there. I have to get out of there because I don't know these guys. And then the officer, he got to the point where I felt like I could talk to him for real. I said, I did a show for this guy. I think they're trying to rob me because they paid me cash. You know what I'm saying? I said, I just want to go to the airport right now. So he said, go get your stuff. I'll take you to the airport, because the airport wasn't that far. So that's how I got out of it. That's one of my road stories. So all you comedians, man, you got to watch guys, especially when they give you cash, because some of these promoters, back in the day, a lot of the promoters were the drug dealers. And some of them are bad-hearted guys. So they're like, yeah, I just gave this fool $1,000. He got $1,000 on him. $1,000 to some people, that might as well be $10,000. You know what I mean? So you got to find ways to get out of that environment. You can't take on people. I'm not from out there. I didn't know anybody. I was by myself. But when I told them they were beating up this white woman in front of the club, oh my, it was like the whole police force came. I don't even know if they shut the party down after that. I just know it was about 8 squad cars out there looking for this woman.
What kills me is homeboy's perseverance. They're over there at your fucking hotel room.
They were knocking on the door like, hey, what's up, man? And I was like, fuck this. I don't know them. I didn't even say nothing. You know, after a while, they started speaking like, yo. Shit, I'm on the phone downstairs calling shit. Yeah, man. You get robbed on that road, man. If you don't know what you're doing. Shit, I know a lot of comedians who get robbed. I know this guy been robbed 3 times.
God damn.
But I told him, I said, you're just a bad luck motherfucker. Just like some girl has been on the internet talking about she's been raped. I forgot her name. But it's a big thing now. It's been raped 3 times, and she posted one of the rapes or something like that. It just sounded like bullshit. I was like, nobody gets raped. She said she got raped somewhere in Africa. She got raped in New York one time, and then she got raped in Africa. But she said she went over to the guy's house to take a shower. And she took the shower with him. And she said she got raped. So a lot of people were mad at me because I was like, that bitch didn't get raped. That bitch just wanted it to be over quicker. He lasted too long or something. I don't know what that was. You know, people get sensitive when you talk about rape. And you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women out here who have actually been raped. Those are the ones who I have true concern for. But you can't tell me you're in Africa and you're not even from there and you're over some guy's house talking about you got raped.
Yeah, the
what is
motherfucker
that?
that flew you out.
Right. What are you talking about? You got raped.
Yeah, she got raped. She didn't get her money.
Right. Thank you. That's what happened to Mike Tyson.
Tag that sponsor.
You got to pay. When you messing with these girls, man, you got to pay. Kobe wouldn't have had that case if he would have just, I think his arrogance made him think he could sleep with this loose woman, you know what I'm saying, and just leave her in poverty. You know what I'm saying? When they sleep with you and you Kobe Bryant, they're expecting something. If you don't give them nothing, they're going to cry rape. I don't believe Kobe raped that girl. You don't have to rape anybody when you're an NBA player. For the most part, I'm sure there have been cases where a guy went too far, but I'm just saying, Kobe Bryant, I don't believe he raped that girl. I believe he didn't pay. That's what happened.
She ended up biting him in the ass.
Yeah, you got to pay, man. You gotta pay or do something. Now they got these camera phones. These camera phones are so sweet as far as to go with recording what's happening because nobody has to know your phone is recording it on. And I think the whole time you're around a stranger, especially if sex is going on, you need to have your camera phone on and be talking to, yeah, you want this, right? Yes. Yeah. Then when she cries rape, you just be in court like, I just want to play this. This dick is good. Yeah. Case dismissed. You know
Mommy Taco Bell.
Right. God damn it. It's the final countdown. I love that fucking commercial. It ain't even a good commercial. And that guy holds that mic up and go,
what's your take on the Cosby thing? You think he's all like, you know, is they making it out to be? You think it's a witch hunt?
Well, where there's smoke, there's fire. But definitely a lot of the women, they had this one girl, I forgot her name. She really made a fool out of herself. She was on Howard Stern talking about how she just
Janet Dickinson.
Yeah, she made
a
fool out of herself.
She said she'll only do interviews if she's getting paid for the interviews. So that kind of disqualified her.
Yeah, I mean, like I saw Bill Cosby on some show. He was real aggressive with that Latina woman who's on what's the name of that sitcom where they got the old guy from Married with Children on there? Yeah. He was real aggressive with her as they were doing an interview. Like you could tell, like, oh, he's got that type of aggression. You ever had a friend like that? You be like,
Rodrigo.
Hey, fool, right?
This motherfucker.
Like, cool out, man. What did you do? I had a friend. He's very aggressive toward the women.
No, not Rodrigo.
He walks up to him and he touches them before they give him permission. And I stopped hanging with him because of that. Because I'm like, man, do you know you can't do that in this day and time?
No, that's
you know what I'm
battery,
saying? Yeah, but with the whole Bill Cosby thing, I think most of the women are coming with bullshit. I feel that way because you don't just pile on with all these cases when a guy's down. Like Tiger Woods, for example. Tiger Woods fucked up because he lied to those women. So when they had a chance to get him back, they all piled on. You know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby, these women realized, what's that lawyer name? She's
Gloria Allred.
Yeah, that bitch knows how to hustle.
Hell
so
yeah.
They jumping on the hustle train. You know what I mean?
FaceTime.
But with those cases, a lot of stuff that went on back then, it doesn't go on like that now. People always slip women, what do they call those things?
Spanish flies.
All that stuff. Yeah, it was the thing to do. Those were the old road comics. That's how they would get pussy. Now, like I say, I depend on poverty. You know what I'm saying? I don't need Spanish flies. I need girls that know how, $200 will handle their bills for a month. You know what I'm saying? So, but all that with Bill Cosby, some of it is bullshit. That one girl, Dickinson, she really made a fool out of herself by trying to put her name in the case. And then they played that Howard Stern stuff. It was bad. And I want to say this about Bill Cosby's lawyer. I love that bitch. They cannot catch her up.
Hell no.
Have you ever seen people who are so good, no matter what you say, they've got to come back for it?
You can't face
That's
her.
that lawyer. She's good.
There's a reason why she's working with that.
Yeah, I want to impregnate her. I'm a little smart baby. Dad, the reason you didn't come by. Real talk.
Did you play the Powerball?
No, I didn't do that. I don't believe in it.
I played it, and then I posted the winning ticket like it was mine. I lied, and I got people begging for money. This person right here, who I don't even know, she said, "Hello, did you win Powerball? Someone sharing a post of your ticket. Congrats! Please share. My almost 14 and 8 years old share a 1-bedroom in our 700-foot house. We are going crazy, and that's no joke."
Was that a woman sent you that?
Yeah. And then another woman said, and a guy sent me this. "I need a loan for a house for my family. Please."
I always tell women when they beg how they can earn money. You don't have to be poor. You just have to put your pride aside for a while. Let's call this a hustle period, okay? You're going to degrade yourself for 2 years, and you'll be on your feet. That's what I tell women. You cannot be broke with a vagina. You just cannot be broke. There are too many guys willing to pay. Depending on how you look, this is how much you can make.
There's some bitches that get that shit away for free.
That's what I'm
every
saying.
Day.
But sometimes when you're away, you don't have access to those guys. Just like they have Uber, they need neuter or some shit like that. A girl that's on deck to come get it. Even though the country wants
suitor.
Yeah.
A suitor.
Do her.
Do her.
You know what I mean? The country doesn't want women to have access to money like that. But if there were no laws against that, do you know how many women would be out here getting money? Like in other countries, it's not illegal to sell your body. You know what I mean? But here, they want to make sure that you never get on your feet.
Oh, dude, I had a homie that was in the Navy. He said there was these 2 girls on the ship. These bitches racked up $175,000, dog. And the only reason they got caught because one bitch got pregnant, dog.
I'm never shocked. None of that stuff shocks me, man. I know it, man. Look, I know a girl when the All-Star game was in Atlanta. After the weekend was over, she went and bought a new Jag, cash.
Damn.
Made so much money. The stripper. She's a bad bitch. But she made so much money. I was like, damn, I know she wore out. You know what I mean? She had to rub cocoa butter on them lips. Keep them from getting blew out. Them lips facing in now, ain't they?
You mentioned that on the bit. That was so funny. You said that a lot of the women that were there at the All-Star game, they're going to price out their pussy.
Yeah,
because they're professionals coming in. And there are professionals who know how to hustle that shit out.
There's a lot of girls who on top of their body, they go to the gym, they look good.
Butt implants.
Yeah,
they're flying out to Dubai.
Yeah, or Brazil or the Dominican. That's where they do it good. Brazil is number 1. But like these girls who get their butt shots done in the Motel 6 with the
Crisco oil.
Yeah, all that bullshit, man. They look
Pennzoil.
They look ridiculous. I mean, like, what did you do to yourself? You look stupid.
Fucked yourself up.
Man, this girl, I paid her. I said, I want to take a picture with you. Just because I wanted people to see it. But she knew what I was doing. She was so ashamed. I said, I'll give you $100 if you'll let me just take a picture with you. But you have to turn around so people can see your ass. She would not do it. Because she knows she looked ridiculous. And I think I reminded her of how ridiculous she looked because she left the floor and she wouldn't come back. But I was like, I'll give you $100 if you just turn around and let me take a picture. Her ass was destroyed. I don't know what she did. She had real little legs, so that's what made it look worse. Yeah, it was like a diaper under the skin. It was bad. I was like, you destroyed yourself. You destroyed yourself. What the fuck did you do? Who did your shit? Your daughter? It was bad, man. It was bad. Them butt shots. So those girls out there getting them butt shots, you need to save your money and get it done right. Fly out to where you got to fly out to. Because, in the U.S., they don't, the so-called certified doctors, they're not bold enough out here. All the girls I know who go to Brazil, the Dominican, or I heard there's one guy in Miami who'll do it right. It looks together. A lot of these girls, goddamn, I was like, what?
Looks bad, huh?
Right.
Speechless, dog.
Like you press on it and there's a little hole on it.
Right.
Take about an hour for that dimple to recover. Huh?
Right. Goddamn, it's like you can see the little screws.
Her butt is like Stretch Armstrong.
Right. Milk dud booty.
Oh, shit.
So you're on Black Jesus?
Yeah, Black Jesus.
You're a writer, a performer?
Just a performer. I want to try to write this season because I think they will allow me to write because I act a fool on set, and the director likes when I act a fool. So it's a little tension on set, which can happen to, you know, the director. You'll crack a joke, and the director will be like, ha, ha, ha. Then the other guy cracks a joke. He's like, no, we don't need that. So on set, it's like I feel a little weird. I'm like, nobody likes me because my jokes work when the director is like, yeah, Corey, good job. And the next guy cracks a joke, and they'll be like, shut the fuck up. Read the fucking line or get the fuck out of here.
How hard was it for them to actually convince someone to do Black Jesus?
Well, the network wouldn't promote it.
No.
That first season, they wouldn't promote it. They were scared because they were getting a lot of letters, people threatening this, saying this, even though they hadn't seen the show. But after the first season, when they saw that it wasn't what they thought it was, there were actually some Christian groups that were like, hey, we apologize. This show's all right. Because it's really not a show where we're making a fool out of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that was the title he went with. And the ideas Aaron Magruder had, in my opinion, they were good. But even my mother was like, why would you do a show like that? I was like, Mom, you haven't seen the show. You haven't even seen Jesus. What you been You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is. I'm getting ready to do my DVD, and it's going to be something like that.
You guys just filmed it, right?
No, I'm getting ready to shoot my DVD in Boston at that Wilbur Theater.
Okay, I just seen the tweets.
Big shout out to the Wilbur Theater because they didn't charge us to use the theater.
Nice.
You know, a lot of these places, they were like, oh, you want to shoot a DVD, huh? Well, you know what I'm saying? These guys, they were like, hey, Corey, you can do your thing. So I appreciate them for that. You know what I mean? And
When you're shooting that?
On the 29th, Saturday, the 29th of January.
There's still tickets available?
I hope so. I hope there's still some tickets left. I think we're going to sell out both shows. Which, you know, the audience in Boston doesn't see me that much. So it's a good place for me to film my DVD. I mean, I go to Boston once a year. They got a run out there. Have you ever done it? I got to tell you about this run. I forgot who books it, Felipe, but you do the Wilbur Theater, then they got the small club on Friday. It's real small, you know. It's just you just add it on because it's there. And then they got this place out in the boonies, about 2-hour ride from Boston. It's this Chinese food restaurant, and the fucking food is the bomb. And most of the town shows up. You know what I mean? There's a lot of places around the country they really don't have access to people they see on television. So when you go there, they buy your stuff. If you got merchandise and stuff like that, I got to find out who books that, but I'll definitely give you that information because this is something I know you would like. You have a ball. I mean, it's like you take your homeboy with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much money you make because people go see it based on who you are. That's how full the place is. But Boston, you'll do good. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you were on Last Comic Stand, and I was so happy when you was on Last Comic Stand, by the way.
Thank you.
Even though I know the politics with that show, so I'm glad you made it through that bullshit. I mean, I know when I was on Last Comic Stand, and people thought it was a contest. It's not a contest. It's who's in bed with the producers. That's who wins. You know what I mean? So it's like, I was glad to see you on because that network television notoriety is bigger than you can ever imagine. You know what I'm saying? More people watch that than you think, because people walk up to me, especially when like older Caucasian people.
Yeah.
You were on Last Comic Stand. I was like, yeah. So those people who sit at home in Iowa,
for you.
Yeah, I get that from Last Comic Stand. And when somebody
you went on one night, I thought they dropped you off. I was so mad, but then I saw you next week.
Yeah. It's a good way to get publicity, but as far as it go with winning, did you win?
I won, yeah.
Man, I'm so glad.
Glad. My baby mama filed for child support.
Of course. Of course.
And my kids are already grown.
Yeah. Well, that whole child support thing is a mess because my daughter was like 21 and they were still sending me stuff.
Yeah, mine too.
I'm talking about like I was paid up because my daughter's mom, she's an old dumb hood bitch. So that order she got, she thought she was robbing me. She was like, I don't give a fuck. As long as you get my $250 per month, I don't give a bad. Yeah, I got you.
I remember because you had, I don't know if you had a bid or you told somebody that you don't want to be famous till after your kids turn 18.
Yeah, but that's when my daughter turned 18, even more. I mean, it just started pumping up. It's like I told her, God don't fuck with you. God didn't want you to do well. Yeah, man. You know, so yeah, but yeah, that's good. You won that show. I know they cheated the shit out of when we were on that show. I mean, I already knew John Heffron was going to win because he had to deal with the with Ingalls.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, and you know, they had us sign that paperwork back in the day where we can't say nothing and all that. And plus, I didn't feel like that was all I had going for my career, so I never made a big deal out of it. But it was demoralizing the way they made me act like I was voted out of something like that. You know what I mean? Like you had to go with the script. And I was like, but you didn't give us a copy of the script. You know what I'm saying? You just want us to do what you want us to do. That's what's so unfair about it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not going to win, I can live with that. I like the publicity. But you to act like this guy won and we know that, oh, motherfucker, y'all got to deal with the Heffron. You know what I'm saying? We all knew Heffron was going to win. And that's no knock to John Heffron. Heffron didn't do anything to me, but the way they treated me on Last Comic Standing, I didn't like that shit. So I just want to say to all of the people, not all of the people, because the two guys who helped me get on Last Comic Standing, Ross and the two guys.
Ross Mark and the other guy, Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got mad respect for them. They helped me out, you know, to get on. But to all those producers that we had to meet and smile with, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you.
The lawyers that went over your jokes.
And then I got into it with Ant. And they act like I was the bad guy when Ant was the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Then they had security on the set. I was laughing. I was like, what the fuck?
And they were trying to pin you and Alonzo together, huh? Like you have rivalries?
Well, they tried that shit, but they knew it wasn't going to work because of Alonzo's personality and my personality. Alonzo was smart. He didn't say shit because, you know, he knew he had talent. That talent, when you got talent, you know you can fall back on it. So it was hard to pit me and Alonzo against each other. But I did feel like shit when nobody said nothing when they saw what happened. They act like we voted on something and I was supposed to perform. They basically made everybody vote where these two guys perform against each other. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, this is bullshit. Okay, it's me. I gotta perform. You know what I mean? And I knew it was to get me out. You know what I'm saying? So I just couldn't respect that. And then when we were at the thing in Vegas, where we performed, one of the guys who were the producers just was bold enough to say, "Well, we got you and Alonzo. I don't know if they want two black guys in the house."
This motherfucker.
That's what he said. I was like, "You piece of shit." You know what I'm saying? But what can I do? It's their show. But I'm going to always use my voice. You're not going to take my voice away from me. So I'm just saying, fuck you, all you producer motherfuckers on that show. You pieces of shit. Kiss my black ass.
That's what Alonzo said when we were all signing our paperwork for the Last Comic Standing. This was before nobody got on, right? It was just 40 of us filling out applications. And Alonzo Bowden walked up to Roy was Jr. and Marazzo Vance. And there's other two black comics. You know they only want one of you guys, right?
Right. But that's real. That's how they cast it.
Before everything, right? Kill their hopes. Because they were all like, we're gonna be in it together, man. Yeah.
The year I was on
Jay London, right?
Yeah, Jay London was on with me. The year I was on, I saw Lavelle audition, and they just bye, because they didn't know him.
He was on there.
No, the year
he was after, right?
I was the guy who was connected, remember? I was with Robert.
We spoke the night before.
We were in line that one time, and I'll see you
See, I was connected.
We were talking to you the night before the audition, but you never mentioned you had an audition.
Oh, hell no.
We were just talking. We were just quiet.
They just walked us through.
Yeah.
I was connected. That's what Hollywood is.
That's what happened when I was on that show, and then like, we only held ticket for one more person at the Improv, and they glanced the camera right at me for like 2 seconds, and then you know who else was right there who didn't get picked when they got Jay London? Jeff Dunham.
Oh,
Jeff Dunham, the puppet guy, was there on the line too, and he didn't get paid. I'm like, fuck, he must not know nobody then.
But
well, I think what it is, it was a casting thing. You know what I mean? It's all casting with that stuff. This is who we're gonna go with. A lot of those New York comics got screwed.
They were angry.
Is that one guy Norton?
Yeah,
Jim Norton.
He was supposed to be on with us. He was the guy they picked from New York, but something else popped up where he had another show, so he was like, "Fuck them." You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of behind the scenes stuff with that Last Comic Standing. But look, it was a great vehicle for me to be seen. I'm not taking that away, but I just didn't like the way I was handled on the show because, man, you can just tell me what's up. You know what I'm saying? Don't have me sitting around here looking stupid, waiting on the day let's get rid of this motherfucker. You know, and I'm supposed to play it off like, oh, I got voted off. And they had the audience where they had the camera angles where it looks like it's a full audience. It was just the camera crew and everything, just clapping like when I got kicked. I was like, look at this bullshit. I can't respect this.
Yeah, they made us all record our goodbye speech before they were telling people to leave. Yeah. So nobody would go, fuck that shit, man. This is bullshit.
It's demoralizing, man.
So, you know how sad it is to record a goodbye speech when you haven't left yet?
Well, that means you're going to leave if they got you recording goodbye speeches. Mom, but that's good. I'm glad you won, man.
Me too.
I never watched it because like I boycotted it mentally. But I found out you was on there, and I was glad. I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be good publicity for him." Because ever since I seen you, we always hit it off. It was always like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" That type of thing with both of y'all. So when I see certain people getting any type of juice in this game, man, it feels good. I'm like, "Oh, good guy win it finally." You know what I mean?
You know what helped too? That you know what helped too when Last Comic Standing? Like he said that I was underground for a long time, like. I never been on nothing but like BET and those little shows. But then when I went mainstream, people go, I remember that motherfucker when he came to Visalia. I remember him when he came to that little ass town in Corpus Christi. And I did like every Elks Lodge in the West Coast.
but you know what? When you're in that underground, I call it like college. You're learning. So when you finally do get that opportunity, you're so ready. Because when I got that opportunity, you
were ready, man.
Oh my God.
We thought you were going to win. I said, this guy has a bunch of jokes.
Oh yeah, well, Last Comic Standing, yeah, it was. I knew they weren't going to let me win, and I couldn't say nothing, and I definitely wasn't bold enough to speak my mind as I would and will now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at anybody. I just felt like it's scandalous the way you do the talent without giving them a copy of the script. Look, you guys are sitting in that back room deciding who you're going to say go to hell to. You know what I'm saying? When we're comedians who take what we do, seriously, we got a lot of pride in what we do, but you're acting like it's a contest. It's not a contest. They have people calling in voting, and that means nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because when we were in Vegas, the worst act was Todd Glass, and he advanced. He was the worst act.
Is that the one where Brett Butler got mad and spoke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was bad, man. I'm not saying this personally to be, trying to call him out. It's just, dude, you don't even have an act. You know what I'm saying? And you're one of the finalists. It's all connections. You know what I'm saying? Then they tried to put me and him on the road together. Me and Todd Glass. What the fuck? I remember doing shows with him where people, I'm talking about not just black people, I'm talking about white people, you name it, everybody walking on, what the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is this guy? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, a guy who's connected. That's what I always say. He's connected. It doesn't have an act.
So you got any shows you want to promote in the show coming up next? Coming out this Friday.
Well, I'll be in Fort Lauderdale this weekend. The
Improv?
Yeah. Fort Lauderdale Improv Friday through Sunday. So all you guys watching, you come on out, please. You know what I mean? Fort Lauderdale, I always have fun. People don't know Miami is the hood. Once you leave the beach, you are in the danger zone. So the hood, y'all, City, let's come on out there and drink all the Hennessy they got in Fort Lauderdale. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, fool? Shout out to Kevin and Amalia Morales, who drove from Des Moines, Iowa to see us in Kansas City and brought me a vegan cupcake. Thank you. It was good. Almond. Upcoming show this week, I'll be at Rancho Cordova, first time at Tommy T's. You know where it is. January 21st through the 24th, Atlanta Punchline. January 28th through the 31st, Del Rio, Texas at Doc Holidays, one night only, February 13th. Los Angeles at Club Nokia, one night only, February 20. Only a few tickets left. All tickets info can be found at felipeworld.com/tour. Don't forget to use our Amazon window. Whenever you purchase anything through our webpage, we get a little cut. Thank you very much. What's up, Corey? Thank you very much for doing our show.
Hey, man, thanks for having me, man.
Honor to have you.
My fucking late ass.
It's all gravy. And check out the 5150 show.
Yes, the 5150 show.
That's Corey Holcomb radio show.
One of the funniest things you can ever listen to, man.
Hell yeah.
All real. He breaks down politics, everything, Stacey Dash, whatever you want to know about, he breaks it down, man.
Fucking
no bars.
Coon, bitch. Stacey Dash. Fuck you, bitch.
Somebody had a meme of her, man. She looked like an ankle.